Yo, what is going on, guys? It's C-Rev. Welcome to another MLB The Show 20 card review. In this one, I'm finally going over 90 overall Casey Mize, starting pitcher prospect from the Detroit Tigers. You can obtain this card through set 3 prospect packs or from the marketplace. He's currently selling for around 30,000 stubs. So I say finally because so many of you guys have been asking me to review this guy. So finally I can deliver that for y'all. But I really like this Casey Mize card. I think he is probably warranted in the best possible starting rotation in the game right now. Just one of those cards that doesn't really happen very often, where I feel like this guy will be good for pretty much anyone at any difficulty that you play at, which is saying a lot. So the main draw with Casey Mize, when I first saw this card, I kind of freaked out because his pitch repertoire is really honestly insane. He pretty much has Kluber's pitch repertoire, but a splitter instead of a changeup, which is almost better. Like, he legit might have the 5 best pitches in the entire game all in the same card. The speed differential's pretty good. You'd like to see his off speed be a little slower, I think. But really pitching to contact with this guy is super effective. Because the difference between the cutter and sinker is just enough. The difference between the splitter and slurve is just enough. I just really think this card is super solid and can get it done for pretty much anyone. He's got above average per 9s, above average control, pretty easy delivery to control, not too difficult to pitch with out of the stretch. I just really think this card pretty much has it all. I mean, there's like no real knocks against this card aside from maybe stamina, and people use him all the time, so he might get beat around by someone that's faced Casey Mize a lot. But in a year where, especially on lower difficulties, pitching to contact is king, especially with people getting screwed over on good okay swings. Even if your opponent puts a good swing on the ball, they might just make a lazy fly out. So this is like the pitch to contact king. All of his pitches are amazing. I just can't even describe to you guys how good this pitch repertoire is. Cutter, splitter, slurve, sinker is just absurd. As far as his pitches, I do think you should still try to throw cutter, sinker a lot, even though his don't particularly move a lot. Those are just the best pitches in the game right now. His sinker isn't particularly good in terms of break, so you can't really spam it in the same way you would with someone like Corey Kluber. But this card's not Kluber, obviously, and we know that, but he's kind of like a little mini version of Kluber. Also, if it seems like your opponent's kind of on the sinker cutter, if you're kind of picking up on tendencies, which you should be trying to do throughout the game, if it seems like their PCI placement is solid on sinker cutter, it may be a good time to start throwing four-seamers. I found staying away from four-seamers is good against people who really struggle against cutter sinker, but if your opponent seems to be on the cutter and sinker, throwing a lot of four-seamers can be good because their PCI will be off. They'll be sitting there waiting for the break, and the ball will just come in hot and straight, which is what I am. Terrible joke. Let's move on from that. But yeah, it's kind of like with Raleigh Fingers, Dennis Eckersley, people like that, where people just drop their PCI low expecting the break of the sinker, and you can get a lot of pop-ups with the four-seamers. So love Casey Mize. I think he's just all around just really solid. I don't want you guys to go in expecting you're going to dominate people like you would with Kluber or Hal, but this is definitely a guy that can get it done for you in games where you don't have those pitchers available to you. Just really solid all around. Doesn't rely on velocity too much, so he can still get it done on All-Star for you and Hall of Fame, not just Legend. But he can also get it up to 97, which makes him really good on Legend as well. Kind of running out of things to say. I think you guys get the point. I really love Casey Mize, and as a summary, I definitely think he's a top 5 pitcher in the game right now, in my opinion. So, as always, we'll rate the card how he rates in the meta, and we'll rate him compared to how much he costs. How he rates in the meta, I'll give him an A for the reasons I said earlier, and for the price, I'll give him an A- because 30K is kind of a lot right now. But yeah, I definitely think he's worth it. If you go into a game and you get beat up with Casey Mize, don't get discouraged. I just think, like I said, he's really solid. He's going to get it done for you in the games where you don't have Kluber or Hal. So, hope you guys enjoyed this card review. Finally knocking this one out for y'all. Drop a comment down below if you want me to review anyone in particular. I do read those comments and appreciate them a lot. Enjoy these clips, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Can I get TOS for saying that? Probably shouldn't say shit like that. But it's true.
And he powers to cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2.
Man, as a pitcher, you have to love pitching 0-2. Multiple ways, up, down, in and out, throw the breaking ball. A lot of different ways to get guys out.
Damn, he says. Ellipsis. That's tough, Wentes. It's a long season, bro. You'll get it. You'll be chilling, dog, in no time. 2001 Jeremy Giambi. Why does that come up every stream, dude? Yes, let's talk about his 0 sliding stat, too. Honestly, Nick, I would definitely play Sandberg and Handley, and then I'd probably, I don't know, I'd probably put Glaber on the bench because Tatis's fielding is better, but Glaber fucking rakes too. All those cards are amazing. I see why you have a dilemma. What's up, Steezy? Piazza Marlins legend? Yeah, man. Totes.
Stepping into the box, Craig Biggio trying to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the 2nd.
I'm kind of putting the ball wherever the fuck I want with Casey Mize right now. That was a nasty fucking inning, dude.
Looks to be playable in. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Dude, everything I throw is down the cock tonight. Holy shit.
Called strike, 0-1.
Jared Bomb, you love to see it, dude.
Into the windup. Here comes
The Kelenic effect is real. Oh my god. Oh, buddy. Ellipsis.
Soto comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. We'll be in the 80s later this afternoon, but for now, 79 degrees at first pitch. Soto is a big threat in a matchup like this. He's got a ton of pop against right-handed pitching.
Yeah, I think because of his approach. He's not a dead pull guy. You want to try and sneak a piece of cheese in or hang something over the heart of the plate.
Ellipsis, I think. Kind of. He probably should have destroyed that. Let's go. Oh, don't remind me of 2014, man.
Down the third baseline. The windup and the 0-1.
That's a tough year, man.
And he misses with it, 1-1.
We were literally better before we made all the trades, and then we made the trades, and I was like, holy shit, this is the year. And then we just took a dump the entire rest of the year after trading away our whole fucking minor leagues. That would be dope, dude.